Let's go. We don't have a lot of time. Let's get going. I don't have a whole lot of time tonight. We are going to get this shit done as quickly as possible. Cool. We should be rolling. Let's roll that. Yeah, headset tonight. I'm not in the mood to having an issue with the earbuds again like yesterday. That was annoying as hell. All right. That should look good. So, Destinger, let's go ahead and try to get the midsection done today. Shouldn't be too hard of a process. Because trust me, it's been a day today. I am just a little bit tired, but I want to get this guy done. I want to get onto the I want to get onto the Gojless as quickly as possible. Let's see. About right there. That should help. Get onto the Gojless as quickly as possible, so that way we can have some more fun with the brand new. So, as always, let's get started. And we do a couple things here and there. First of first, well, let's see. L3 and L2 need to be clipped out, so let's get started. Let's start by cleaning up the gray line marks, and then we'll get these clipped out and ready to go. But today has been kind of a day so far. God, I am ready for tomorrow to be done with as well. I'm not one for overtime, and I am just in a little bit of a mood after today's kind of horseshitty day. Oh yeah, it looks great. It looks awesome when you've got it just kind of laid out like that. Like, oh yeah, I don't have it set correctly. Let me set my exposure rate. I forgot to set my exposure. 1, 2, 3. That should be our correct exposure rate. Let's double check my exposure. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah. Also helps when I set the camera up right. Cool. Oh, it looks great, dude. God. Why can Supernova do things that some things can't? Especially like what we saw this morning with why does Supernova want all my money? Why? Why does Supernova want all my money? And look who it is. It's the Zoid man himself. What up? What up, Fobo? It's an absolute monster of a build so far. I kept looking at if I should even try. Ah, zero blue flame. Yep. Taking a couple Liger zeros. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. If you look at it, Ajax, you can even see that the knees in one of the pictures, it has the actual clear effect knee as well, which is the exact copy of it. Same thing with the front skirting's also a copy of it. So I was like, oh, I know exactly what that looks like. Oh, where's my silver pen? There it is. Knowing Phobos, it's a Gundam kit batch as well. Suga is one with a special Goosey Mayo. Ooh, Samurai armor. Nice. I don't know if I think you saw it, Phobos. You saw that, God, who was it? They kind of said it was like the 40th anniversary, but technically not. But it's the Murasame Liger that's supposed to be technically an HMM. I saw it a few days ago. I can't remember. I don't know if I like it compared to like the figure or the ZA Liger one. It's a little bulky. Okay, you need to move. You are too big to be right there for the time being. Ah, okay, so it is the motorized 40th, right? Because that's what it looks like. Yeah. That's what I thought. It looked like the motorized 40th. I was like, I didn't remember if that was what it was. So far, from what I can tell, this thing's technically based on that one. But what they did change, though, which I do kind of like that ZA did change, was the fact that the chest armor or the abdomen armor is connected, but you can open it. Unlike the HMM, which you can open it, but it's not connected to the body, from what I could see. It's the fact that you can open it, but it doesn't have the little lever system that this one has. Ah, makes sense. I'm not surprised. I know the head's the same technically. It does open and close kind of the same way, but the chest doesn't on it compared to the HMM. No, it doesn't have a lever system for it. They say. They sag. Oh. Ooh. Some painter nail dodge we fix it. We'll see about. Well, I'll have to take a look at that. Ooh. I'm not too worried about sagging. It might be that they're really heavy from what they're bulked up to be. I won't be too sad about that if they are. As long as the tail's not too heavy, I think I'll be okay. I'm trying to get this guy done as quickly as possible so we can get on to Goj, and then I've got another big kit lined up after that one. Big metal Meafy claws. I need to get Goj done so I can get onto another kit that I've got in lineup. So it's all hands on deck. Go forward and go fast. because I need to get Gojulus done as quickly as possible. I'm not going to rush it, but I am going to be going fairly ham on it. Need to conclude up the Summer of Zoids as quickly as possible. Well, actually, still having a lot of fun with this one so far. Oh, nice. Yo. That one's going to be fun. I'm hoping Goj is not... I'm hoping Gojulus isn't too much like Darkhorn was, where it was more shell armored. I'm hoping it's closer to an interframe based one, because Darkhorn was kind of a letdown with the way they did it. I wasn't the biggest fan of Darkhorn. Or at least something like Shadow Fox or some of the other Zoids where it's not a complete shell, but it's somewhat of a structured version, structured kit. Stuck for Chainsaw Goji. Yo. Oops, stupid. Keep on rolling as hard as I can. I still haven't gotten really a good chance to look at the Gojulus manual yet. I've kind of feathered through it. I haven't really gone down and hard studied it yet. I need to. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, Darkhorn was, I'm not a big fan of the way they did that one. I was a little, how can I put it? I was a little disappointed on how it built. With it being kind of a simplistic but yet not satisfying design. So I'm hoping Gojulus doesn't have that. Hopefully Gojulus keeps my... surprises me with how well they did. And with the sheer number of parts. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. Because really, I did like Shadow Fox, and I did like... Command Wolf was okay, and... Gun Sniper is... Gun Sniper. Tiny, but yet packed with weapons. Alright, let's see. I think it's this one I need. Yeah, because then the that little thing goes in there. Oh man. I know you said it was like super hot. I mean, with just the temperatures in Texas alone, I wouldn't doubt where you're at. It's way hotter. You know, we've been in record heats for the last week, so God, I could just imagine. I don't fault you, dude. We've been having people come in early to go work because it's so hot. We can't even have people outside in the throughout the entire day. They got to come in and do work in the earlier shifts because it is so hot. Makes trying to get some of our kind of the work I do kind of really hard. I feel you on that, dude. C5, 6, W4, W3. All right. 5 and 6, 5 and 6. Okay, so we gotta go find all this stuff. Yay! Let me find W again. S, that's G. Oh my god. Oh, I can bet being on the fucking roof, dude. I avoid being on the roof. I got on the roof for like a couple minutes on Thursday, and I think I had heat stroke by the time I got home. It wasn't even that long, but I still think I was like not in the best shape. Oh, yeah, W's that. Yo. No, that's good. Just you. There's W. Hello. B is the purple parts. Ah, there you go. That's so much better. Oh, so I'm supposed to have 2 C's? Yes, I do. Awesome. All right. I need W4 and 3. Oh, those are much bigger than I thought. Oh boy. And 4. Oh, yeah. I'm working on the rear portion of the tail now. Well, this is technically the other half of the body. So this will be going on the back side. So this goes onto like right there. It's kind of the most rear portion of the stinger. I mean, we still have a long ways to go. And then after that is the tail. Tail to the claws. Claws to the legs. And then from the legs, it's just that last cannon that goes on top. So it's a long climb upwards for this one. Hope I can find one soon. Oh, man. Base of the tail. Yep. Pretty much we have a long ways to go. We still got to detail all this up. It's a lot of work left to go. And the way everything's been going, this thing does like 16 parts to a piece. And yeah, that makes it take a lot longer than it should, technically. But so far I haven't had yes I do the black. I do what I call edge lining, where I'll line the black edge. I'll line the edges in black, and then I do certain edge highlights as I go along. always gives me like a more robust tone to my kits. I started it kind of a little bit last year, a little bit of the year before. I find it really brings out the tone, especially on red kits and white kits. Red and white kits will have the most tonal change when you do that, because you're going to bring out a lot of the detail that gets hidden by the armor just being there. It kind of gives you a contrasting color. I'm not really big on subtlety. And it is a pain to keep it all straight, though. Like, I'm looking at the big unicorn beside me, trying to see. It's like, I know he's got a good amount of that edge lighting. Thank you. Like, this guy right here has got a lot of that. It's just hard to see it sometimes because of the lights going off. It does, you do have to keep a lot of patience on it, because you do have to kind of make sure that you don't rub it off. If it does rub off, trying to get it touched up before final assembly is always the most painful part. And thank you, Ethan, for the likes. C5 and 4. And I've been doing panel lining as I go lately, because it helps a lot with not having to disassemble things for panel lining, which is really nice. And then I can just go straight to decals afterwards. I don't have to really worry about anything. It's just decal, go, done. Instead of having to decal and panel line and get everything done at the same time, because I didn't go ahead and detail it while I was building. So it saves me at least, saves me a couple hours worth of building. Sometimes it leads to me taking a lot longer to get things done, but it's not the worst thing I could be doing. And let's say with the last Phobos, but that's all right. He'll probably be back at some point, or we'll see him a little bit later. All right, so you little bastards go. That, does it curve? Should curve to the inside. I don't think we want it curving to the outside. Doesn't even fit. Okay, so it curves to the inside. Nice. So far, I haven't had too many issues with the kit as it is. Nothing really feels too loose just yet. I'm wondering if the claws will be a little bit heavy. We'll see. If mine are a bit heavy, we'll see what happens on that. There are a lot of parts left to go. But I am still enjoying this, especially with the news that the Supernova line will be continuing with a new Wing Zero kit, which is awesome. I'm technically probably going to be buying two myself, because I'm that eccentric sometimes. Yo, hell yeah, Ethan. I'm trying to keep content rolling as much as possible, but sometimes I don't get to do a whole lot. But I at least try to be regular sometimes. But we are keeping up on everything. Please, everybody, make sure you're part of the Discord if you want to keep up with everything, because we are a rambunctious group. But we're even more rambunctious on Discord, trust me. Discord link in the link tree. Because you need to be a part of the Discord to join in on the giveaway happening at the end of this month, which will be very, very soon. One lucky winner will get to be able to choose between a Death Scythe Hell or a MG Goof Custom. And it is all powered by the Patreon, patreon.com/Vladracus. We are still a bit down from where we were last year, but if we can get back up, it'd be great. We can do more giveaways. If we could hit the $500 mark, we would be able to do perfect grades every 3 to 4 months. But we have to hit that big mark. So far, we're not close at the moment. But if we can ever get close, that would be great. I would love to just start throwing you guys big giant model kits just to be shits and giggles. Or equivalent cost to a perfect grade. There are some kits that cost more than that. More than a perfect grade for the same value. Oh, well, I'm still doing the detailing and panel ironing. Let's do the cleanup first on that, and then I'll do that. Touch up. And I'm just trying to look up the original Death Stinger, and I mean, it has to be minuscule compared to this guy, because it looks tiny in comparison to this one. I don't know why they would make it so small. Because this one is massive, but geez, the Death Stinger has to be tiny in the HMM version. This one doesn't claim a scale, technically. The ZA is supposed to be... I mean, not the ZA. The HMM is supposed to be 172 scale, but it is a very small kit from what I can tell. This one, everyone claims is like 160 to 150th scale, but I don't know. In the anime, it is massive. The Death Stinger is able to pick up a blade liger in its claws, because it's so large. Let's see, what does Code Book get? No, this one doesn't claim. Heightened Master Model Land Combat Mecha. Does not claim a scale on it, from what the book shows. Just generic wording. Kind of making fun of the way that they do their freaking how it's called HMM, standing for high-end master model. This one's heightened master model. Go figure. I mean, like I said, the pilot's not even to the right scale. The pilots usually fit the seats perfectly to where it would look like they're piloting the Zoid, and this one's a little bit out of scale. His feet don't touch where he's supposed to be, and it's like, okay, that's a little interesting. It has been a long day. I'm going to be trying to go at least till about 11. It's going to be a short stream day. If I get only this portion done, I can only get this portion done today. I'm a bit tired. I'm on call as well. I already have an hour and a half of overtime. I am running on pure caffeine and Sprite right now. And after having to dealing with somebody who's not even listening to me and doesn't do his work correctly, I'm really not in the best of headspace at the moment. So I'm a little like revved up. My job is simple and it's easy. As long as you pay attention and you understand the same 5 fucking things we do every day is the same 5 fucking things we do. It hasn't changed in over the last 2 years, so. Kind of was getting worked up because I'm like, I just don't get why you don't understand your job. Oh, let's see. So does that tell me the short end goes on the inside for this one for once? Looks like it is. Short end goes on the inside. All right. I guess there's more room. Yeah, we get more of a turn radius with that. Okay. And then we just put the other one over top. Awesome. I like that. Nothing too over the top just yet. Just short, sweet, and straight to the point. And I mean it, dude. I'm half tempted to buy 2 of those Supernova kits. I probably want 1 to keep, 1 to build. And Supernova are getting a little bit rarer. All depends on the cost of it. If it's really like expensive, I may only buy 1. But I feel that's actually the true Supernova wing that we should have got a long time ago, because that looks like it would match more up with the insane kind of over-the-top builds that we've got for Supernova wing kits. Being more something akin to that wacky styling. Especially with like Nataku being all gussied up, freaking Sandrock having a much more aggressive design. Technically the Death Scythe is a little bit standard, but with the Dragon Momoko, then it looks a lot better. And then technically, if I had the Igil unit, it would look a lot better with my heavy arms, but the heavy arms having the 4 cannons is quite nice. Even though it is still mostly a standard heavy arms. I would so get the Armadillo unit if it was, if I could, for Sandrock, and kind of kit bash that onto the Supernova, just so it would be like a Supernova Armadillo, which would be nice. The really set being my least favorite of all the Death Scythes. 1 to build, 1 to bribe somebody to hide the booty. More 1 to keep because I know how rare it's going to be, and I probably do want to. Because honestly, I would have bought 2 Snow White Preludes if I known it was going to be such a rare kit. Spent the money to have 2 of them. So that way if I did mess one up, I would have a backup, just in case. It's kind of what keeps me from building the one currently. Okay, so that's good to go. That's... And then we're inlaying. Oh, shit. Fun. I gotta take this back apart. I forgot a polycap, like always. Ugh. Why do you guys always hide the polycap towards the end? well. There we go. I forgot a polycap. I forgot H2. Nova! Yes, it is. Give me 1 second. We finished up the Darkhorn just the other day. Let's see. Oh, shit. That got in the wrong one. Ah. I finished up Darkhorn. And give me 1 second. Let me get this reapplied. We are building the ZA Death Stinger. Oh. And it's a big model kit. It is the second biggest model kit I'm building at this time. The next being one of the biggest, which is the Gojulus the Ogre. And the body is massive. And what up, Nova? It is one big beefy bug. Oh, yeah. And I forgot a polycap. So I can't have everything on the desk because that thing, like if I have it on the desk, it takes up my entire workspace right now. And yeah, I can't have all that on the desk at one time. So that's actually the rear portion, and then we have the we have claws that go on the backside, and then the legs, and then the front claws, which we are getting so close to doing the tail at the moment. Yeah, and this big, massive kit is such an awesome fun. It's an awesome kit to get. Anybody who's able to get one, I mean, they are getting really hard to come by. I even tried to go and see about looking at maybe trying to find the Hiltz version from ZA, and they are insanely expensive right now. I just had W in my hand. Where'd you go? I think you're under. Come back here. We need a few more parts off. One and two. Ah, I see. Two and one. Keep an eye on everything. 18, 18. All right. But I'm trying to get done with these last two kits. Then we're moving on to a Gundam finally. I know, scary. It's going to be kind of the same way. We're not really doing too much extra to it due to its cost being astronomically large. So I'm not going to try to mess it up. I'm gonna try to make it look as best as I can, because I am not messing up one of the few probably stateside perfect grade news currently that exist. Because if I do mess it up, the internet will probably end up coming for me. I don't need that currently. I already have enough people who hate me. My wallet being the number one. After this morning's freaking surprise announcement, Supernova returns for your wallets. All your wallets belongs to us, Supernova. Because a drop that hard made my wallet hide in a corner and cry itself to sleep. that already have made my wallet cry a lot this year. That just was icing on the cake for it. It was just like, why? Does it ever stop? No, no, it doesn't. Why does it not stop? Because of course it doesn't. If it ever stopped, I would never be able to share content with you guys. Yeah, well, my neighbor's angry. That was definitely a below me. First time I've heard that person even still be alive. Those have got to go for the railgun. Currently, I've been adding a silver backing to the effect parts, which this Zoid so far is working really well to help pop some of the color effect parts instead of just having them be kind of dull. Gives them a bit of a chance to actually look good in the light instead of just looking soulless, especially on the eyes and the visors. All right. So 22 and 21. And yesterday, the worst part was mainly getting those little tiny red parts all lined up. Was it fighting me so much yesterday? I literally swear I would turn around and every single one of those little parts would fly off the desk. I would breathe and they'd be flying in the wind. All right. I don't remember which one this is. This should be 21. Yeah, 22. Should be curving inward. Uh, I can always glue it in place. Oh, that's fine. We can do it. That is why I have pin vices. What up, Leo? Having fun dealing with a little bit of annoying paint issues. But that's fine. That's what my pin vices are for. Paint making the pigs stick a little bit and not want to go in all the way. Ah, break time. Yo, I get you. I feel you on that one, dude. I got lucky I even got to come home tonight because, God, overtime is not my favorite time. I'm not the biggest fan of having to go to work more than I've already had to do. I'm money hungry and I really don't need it most of the time. I don't handle stress very well, and I almost finished with the Book of Doom. Ooh, nice. So I like to be home on time every day. Not some days, every day. Alright, cool. Got that one. Then, oh, okay, so yeah, this one's actually pretty simple. Neat. Awesome. I like that. Simple. Not too complicated. 19, 20. Like it. Now on time is for boomers. Oh, man. Oh, dude, man, my job, nah, I want to be home on time because I hate that. Technically, on time for my work is when we show up because I have to drive everywhere, which sucks ass. Try to be on time to work every day, or at least get there on time, which that only happens if traffic is is good for us. As long as I'm in the truck on time, I'm doing great. All right. Fix that up here in a second. Called lazy for wanting a break after throwing. Oh man, dude, that sucks. Like I have to take a break nowadays because we used to be in that culture where it's like taking a break was for weakness. It's like nah. Nowadays I'm like I have to take a break. If I don't, I'm gonna go crazy. All right, what do I need? I need E17. Awesome. Exactly. Shit, there are days I don't get breaks, but those are few and far between. I try to maximize my effort to want to take my breaks. But I am incentive based, so everything I do has to be done on our own performance. So if I'm doing good on my performance, I get to choose when I do and don't take a break. It's not really ever really set in stone. It's more if you have a time for a break, you're doing something right. If you don't, you're kind of messing yourself over. And why are you making it work so hard on yourself? Ah, right. Yeah, I know tomorrow I'm probably gonna have to go help somebody because today, and I'm gonna have to go and fix what they were working on because I seem to be the only guy who knows what they're doing. Yeah, fix your stuff. We shall both ask how it works. Now, the worst part is when you've told somebody the same thing for like a week straight, and or even over a couple of years, and they still don't even understand what they're looking at. That one is the one that really makes me angry. It's like, you have been doing this for how long? And you still don't understand this. I mean, come on. I can fix stupid shit, but I can't fix people who won't learn what they're supposed to be doing or are unable to understand the curriculum. Like, I've given a class on this equipment and everything, and it's just like, God, sometimes people just don't listen to me or don't retain the information I give them. I literally mapped out the wiring diagram. I mapped out. Tells you you're nice. Hell yeah, dude. Now you mentioned something like that last time before you were cut off, and I didn't hear back from you. I mean, I literally mapped the wiring diagram on this unit on how to diagnose the issues on it and have all the codes and have all the stuff. When I am told the most vague things, I cannot sit there and do it over the phone like that. It's like, I literally cannot tell you what you're looking at. It was very frustrating. I'm just glad they didn't ask me to go and look at it. I'll probably have to go look at it in the morning, but I mean, shit. No, and it's not just the diagram, dude. It's the fact of not knowing the diagnostic method for it. It's like I've sat there and told them time after time that there's a very specific order of things I have to go to get this thing to start. No one seems to retain that information ever. And it drives me crazy. Oh, that went on smoothly. That went on a little too smoothly. Jeez. Yeah, we get a little bit of side-to-side action. Neat. Cool. Moving forward onto the scorpion tail. Let's go ahead and see how long we can... See if we can get that one done. Oh, let's see over here. Yo. Nah, dude, and it is worse that it's high voltage. It is high voltage power. And it's like, I get being cautious around it, but you've got to get used to it. There's just nothing you can do. But I know so many people who get so like freaked out by high voltage. It's like it's not that bad. Shit, I actually feel freaking 208 feels great in the morning. I've been hit by freaking 208 voltage so many damn times. I swear I'm electric. All right, so we need a bunch of H parts and a bunch of N. H, U, and N. O. H, I, U. Q, Q, not too much to do on this, but we will have a bit to do. Oh boy. Because he's angry all the time. One. God, this tail is gigantic. Not as many segments. Oh yeah, those are the tail segments. Yo, sick. Those are the tail segments. Yo, sweet. Then H, 8 and 5. 8 and 5. 8 and 5. Ugh. And 1. All right, so this is the base of the tail. The literal base of the tail. Which one goes in? N5, which is this one. Yo, later, Leo. Those designs are coming pretty good together so far, dude. For your coloring book, they look great. Oh. See, 947, 947. Yes, it is. It is the Death Stinger. And, let's see. Renegade. Let's see if I can pull it over here for just a second. So, this is as far as we've gotten so far. The main body is pretty much done, and we just got to get the appendages all finished up. Which is a lot to say. There are so many legs to do, it's not even funny. Haha. Right. Just so many times 8. Times 8. Times 8. Do you remember that you need to do this times 8? It's going to be annoying. And this one is specifically the ZA. This is not the HMM. This is the third-party Supernova one, which is why it's also even more of a everything's going to take longer. But I haven't been having too much of a bad time with it so far. And then up after this, I have the Gojless the Ogre, which that box alone scares the hell out of me. Took around found hours, just the legs alone. Oh my god, dude, I believe it. With how much I've been doing on my detail work alone, it took a long time to get just the body and the head done. So I'm gonna believe the legs are gonna take a long ass time. Oh my god. Probably 2 or 3 sessions alone for me to go get those finished up. When I get to the legs. Keep an eye on everything. Mike, you are a little bit in the front. But these have been a really good distraction from doing my main stuff, which is doing custom LED work for model suits. The last one was not the very best, not the pinnacle of what I've done, but it came out looking good overall. Added a insane amount of parts to a Tall Geese 3, and that took a decent amount of time. It wasn't as long as it could have been, but it was a fairly long process. So going and doing zoids for the entire summer has been kind of nice. Just relaxing, having some nice fun doing snap building, and trying not to go too overboard on everything. I know, trust me, I barely had enough to afford it earlier this year. That was a very spicy kit. I mean, I can't say much. We just got in the band Perfect Grade New, but I've been saving for that for a few months now, and Was not expecting it being ready this early. My pre-order was not supposed to be ready now. Luckily, I had the cash still set aside. That one was a little bit more spicier than the ogre was. Classic zoids fashion. Floating parts. That's nice and tight. I do like that. Gojos is, that box scares the shit out of me with how many parts there are in there. But it also entices me of, this is going to be fun, but yet also painful at the same time. I didn't think I would attempt the Gojolus this year, but I felt like doing a bunch of Zoids. Okay, we should have a part going on the back side of that. I don't know what that is just yet. It would be better to do it now than wait till later. WSD, right. Oh, man. But this year keeps getting more and more wacky with Supernova putting out a new model kit that we all were not expecting, at least in my Discord server. We all kind of lost our collective shit this morning, like, of course, you guys have been missing forever. And you throw this freaking hell of a kit at us. We've been literally kind of like wondering where Supernova went. We found out they were just having some fun making a new mobile suit designed to steal all my damn money. And the money of all those around me, because I'm a bastard and going to go tell everyone. I have been having fun with the Death Stinger so far. I mean, it hasn't been too bad. Yesterday was a little bit hairy with the red parts on the top on those louvered areas. Not wanting to be my best friend and stay on my desk, instead wanting to fly off the desk and go at my Jesus across the room. Making me have heart attacks and stress. I'm going to go ahead and get all these parts put on here. I do not want to play the game of, now make all this, then assemble, then put on the detail work. If it's not going to affect it, I might as well put the stuff on there now. Because it doesn't look like it'll affect it. 10 and 16. I'm probably gonna have to maybe do that. We'll see. Ten and 16, E2, and C6. Oh, fun. Yay, go flying. Be free! No, I'm not. Please don't do that. E2. Six. Oh, C1. Ah. C1. All right. Yo, Michael. Yes. Dude, that thing looks sick. I cannot wait till it gets released. I'm going to probably be buying 2 of them, hopefully. At least 1. It looks like it's based off a Build Fighters kit, the Burning Hono, which is a really awesome concept for the Wing Zero as a variant. And I kind of wish they would have done a master grade, but hey, Supernova's doing it, so I mean, I'm down for it. Let's see. Don't get too big for that. Might have to glue that down. Nope, so I'm gonna have to glue that one down. Damn. All right. Yo, nice. Hell yeah, dude. It's actually a fairly popular thing to do. I will still say Elgatos are still the best that I've used. Or capture cards. Their standalone stuff's pretty decent too. I run 2 Elgato capture cards in my streaming rig, so I can say they're pretty damn good. I spent $500 on a Camlink card, so I know my shit. And I do not regret buying my Camlink card. Makes my stream 1,000 times easier to run. Oh, nice. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, Avers are fine. The Razor one's okay. I stick with Elgato because they've been good to me so far. I know a lot of people who use Avers or Fires, some other ones that other people use. It all depends on your need case. Like my need case is internal, so that's kind of why I go with Elgato. They have the best internal cards. Yeah, 100% that's falling out. That other one was all right. There we go. That's much better. All right. I didn't mess it up too much. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's actually what I was kind of thinking too. Kind of thinking that story mode would actually make it a little easier to level. I think you get as you go through the story, you get more XP. kind of what I was coming to the conclusion. I'm almost like half tempted to restart my freaking mage. Because it's so boring without the storyline. Yeah, what's up, Shadow? Not too much. Just getting started on the Destinger. Getting the parts all put together. I'm doing the... Pretty much getting all the parts on it first, since I don't feel like doing that slowly. I'd rather do it all at once, which would be a lot easier. That way I can have each and every part detailed and ready to go. Yeah, we're only going to about 11-ish. Short stream today, but that's because I still got work tomorrow, so unfortunately. Yeah, I don't like that it's like build all these parts, then go ahead and go put all the detail parts on. It's like, how about I just do it now because they're not in any specific pattern? That way it's all done and I can have the tail already finished. I mean, there's no specific rhyme or reason to it. Usually I would be like, okay, so there's a specific order everything has to be in, or they're layering. No, they're not layering at all. Oh, ooh. Hopefully not like me and having overtime. I was not a happy camper earlier. Still fairly fuming about it. Not the biggest fan of overtime. Don't get me wrong, the money's great, but I hate paying the taxes on it, and I also would like to be home on time. Yo, you're good, dude. You should really get some sleep because that's the one thing you can't get back. Trust me, I know I try. It's called on-call weekends when I have to literally sit by a phone for 48 hours of hell. I end up sleeping more than I should. More of a conservation of energy and but it's also me just kind of just being tired. So like that, yes it is. Okie dokie, let's move on to the second part, which needs, oh my god, I cannot move my mouse if my Destinger's head is in the way. Sorry, you will have to move over to there. You need to move over there so I can use the mouse, so I can see the parts. Okay, so that's how we're justifying how the H parts go. Each subsequent one uses up a different polycap in sequence. So I need 11 on this one, or no, 10. 10, then it will be up to 11. Cap. And what parts do I need? N4, N5. I hear you, Michael. I hear you. Trust me, I am dead tired on my own end. Trust me. Today wasn't a hard day at work, but it was still a day. One of those days where you just want to go and drop. So far, it's been pretty good. The tail is actually going together pretty well. I'm not seeing anything too over the top. I mean, it's fairly standard. We already got the rear portion of the tail finished up. I can grab it again. So, the rear portion of the tail that connects up to the main body. Looking pretty good. Nothing that I can complain about at the moment. The next parts will be probably the hardest part, which is the claws, the rear pincers or manipulators, and then the most annoying process, the legs, will be the hardest. The legs, which is everything by 8. By 8. And that will be a fairly annoying process. Keeping all that organized is the hardest part. Okay, then I need to make sure. So we get it going the right way. All right. Then we need our U part. Keep an eye on everything. Let's see. But we are making good progress so far. It moves smoothly, so I really haven't been like struggling with anything technically. It's been fairly intense, fairly intricate, but not yet annoying. Because trust me, I get annoyed for fairly easy, and when I do, I get very bitchy. And I haven't been as bitchy as I usually am. And the more enthusiastic I am about picking up... right. The more enthusiastic I am about picking up and getting started back on a kit, it means the more I'm having a good time enjoying it. And this one so far, I want to get it done. I want to get it done and get on to Gojos as quickly as possible. I've got another kit lined up after that one. But I want to get all these ones done as quickly and as efficiently as possible. And if I was not having a good time, trust me, I should have took a day off since I was on call tonight. Let me double check that phone. Just in case. No one has called me. Oh. Usually on call nights mean that I take the day off so that way I can chill and make sure I don't be too much of a pain. I don't deal with stress very well, and on-call really makes me stressed out. And it is not a voluntary, it is a mandatory, so I usually have to take my on-call because it is scheduled for us to do it. Yes, I do. Actually, I'm also on Kick as well. I'm actually live on all of them right at the same time. We're on Kick, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at the same time. It does help with some people who have quality issues. It's always a pain with some of the providers do have issues. We do have a little bit of a different setup on the others. It's a little bit of a different way of doing it. The TikTok variant is landscape, where it's portrait, where my regular ones are landscape. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with that or not. I really don't want to do more than I have to on silver detailing, because I'm really not into it right now. Okay, so, and it's the same name as it appears here, as it appears everywhere. The name is Vladracus. And you won't forget it. Shadow, thank you for following over here on Twitch. I kind of apply the shotgun method of trying to keep meeting new people by having multiple platforms running all at the same time. If I can reach a wide enough audience by hitting every target I can, I might hit enough to get something at some point. Does mean I have to be kind of keen-eyed on everything going on. Not always the easiest. I've been actually really surprised at the reception on YouTube so far. I mean, don't know what's going on, but I like it. It's slowly picking up pace. I don't do longer content on YouTube. I still do kind of short format plus live streams. It's kind of the way I like it so far at the moment. long format person. I just don't have the time or patience to do editing like that. I have a video I want to get done at some point. I've got the basic concept. I've just got to get it all done, and it's only like gonna be like a 20-second video. But I got to get it all edited for TikTok and YouTube. Yo! As always, thank you for the follow on Twitch. It helps push me up the ranking just a little bit more. And I could use all the help I can. There's a lot of big fish on Twitch. I am a drop in the bucket compared to most of them. All right. We got a half hour. Hopefully I can get this tail mostly done. 18 and 17. Not a whole lot of parts left on this. There we go. I would love to get the tail finished up, but I don't know if I'm going to get that far in a half hour. With trying to get all the detail work finished up. Trying to see everything I got on here. So then when I get to that... Oh yeah, that's huge. Oh, you're good. I run them just so that people have a choice of where they want to see the vids from, plus also to hit a wider audience. It's just easier that way. Currently pushing my rig to its breaking point. Doing all this, but you know what? It's still fun. Running 4 platforms at a time is a test, to say the least, of how well my rig will run. I think I cleaned that too well. Damn it. That one's okay. secured. And that one's all fucked up. All right. Yes. That is the whole point of having the multiple setups. Give people that option. I always tell people we have a little bit of a better view here on TikTok. I mean, on Twitch. Yeah, I only run one every half hour just because I have to. If I don't run some ads, I do get pushed down the stack, so I don't get I don't get really good push movement. Kind of blows. I used to run ad free, but I don't have enough subscribers to do that to get pushed higher up in the stack. And it really does suck getting pushed to the very back. Even still now, I do. It sucks that they make us have to basically have ads, or you get no basic. You don't get any push, which really blows. So if you don't have ads, you get kind of pushed to the very back of everything, and you get no visibility. So your discoverability becomes almost none. Later, dude. Okay. That's kind of how I want that to look. I want it to look a little bit worn. Not too bad. Yeah, definitely don't think I'm making my timer. Let's see. Might get most of the tail done, and then we'll get actual turret portion done probably tomorrow. If I have time to work on it tomorrow, we'll see. All right. Then what else do I need? I then need E3, C. So E2 went on that one, E3. Yeah, so E3, C1, 3. All right. C1, 3. E. Vote E. And looking up. Revel, what up? All right. Looks good. Keeping an eye on everything. Yeah, right. Oh, trust me, I have the opposite effect with Kick. Has the opposite issue that it never clears the chat. So I see everything that's ever been done. It's weird. Kick's a weird platform so far. Where everybody else clears the chat logs as soon as you refresh, which is nice sometimes. For me, they are. Because I haven't refreshed it all just yet. Oh, the Gundam Dynasty game. Yeah, that one's interesting. I've only played it once. Yeah, George the Animal. Thank you for the likes, dude. Hell yeah. We're slowly making the way up the Death Stinger's tail as I get it all set up, since I don't feel like going all the way back when it's done. Let's see. So next one, I need U4, H11. That H is considered finished. We have one part remaining. We are pretty much finished with H. We need N. That's a few parts off N. Yep. A few parts left off N. You. Literally you. Kingdom Crossfire. I've been doing what was it? Battle Alliance has been pretty neat. I was playing through that for a little bit. I haven't gone back and finished it lately after getting the Estrays unlocked, which was a nightmare all on its own. I don't know who at Bandai said, let's make the Estrays one of the hardest fights in the entire game. And they said, yeah, that sounds amazing. Don't you think everyone will like that? And the other guy slapped him a high five and said, of course. The Estray guys will love it because we do. They're way overpowered. It just sucks that it's such a hard fight. You end up having to fight the red frame Kai and the blue frame second frame at the same time, and they are stun locky as shit and kick your ass all at the same time. In Gundam SD Battle Alliance. Still not the worst game ever. I do find it enjoyable from time to time. You should try Battle Alliance. It's really actually not the worst version of SD. I'm really not the biggest SD guy myself, but I did enjoy it. once you get used to how the visuals are. It's a great hack and slash kind of Dynasty-esque warrior thing. Yeah, I haven't played Battle Ops at all. I'm not really one for gotcha games. I have a bad history with stuff like that, so I tend to stay away from it. I'm not even allowed to buy. Really, I'm not supposed to buy trading cards. I have bad problems with that stuff, so I tend to shy away from things with gotcha mechanics. If I can't guarantee my outcomes, I have been known to be very bad. All right. Might finish up this section and then we'll be done for the night. We'll get it all detailed, get the parts on, get the red parts detailed up and ready to go. Yeah, battle operations, yep. I could see me spending way too much money on that. I barely was able to play their little mobile game they had for a while, when it was not the worst on gotcha mechanics. I get more mad at Bandai for not being able to make a true AAA freaking Gundam game. I mean, like, come on. They're Bandai Namco. I mean, they should be able to do it. They have the resources and the money. But it really sucks that we cannot get a really good definitive Gundam game. We always get kind of and ooh. And later, Michael. We've not really gotten any AAA from them. I forgot to do that one. Yeah, I forgot to do that little circle. Bad. other two parts aren't too hard. It's just getting the next two parts done correctly. Gotta take the most time. Luckily, they're smaller. And that will be done for the night. Oh, we're almost finished up with that frame too. I'm going to clip out the last bit of that frame. And keep that up there and toss that one to the side. Clean that up. Get the last one in. Get the last few parts done, and then I've got at least the majority of the tail done today. I'll finish up the other majority of it tomorrow, which will be getting the entire particle gun ready to go. Oh, let's see. Yo, later. Hell yeah, dude. Alright. Flip. Let's get this guy finished up. Almost finished for the night. Not a lot of progress, but at least enough. Not the worst. Oh, let's see. There we are. I can just finish this up. I can get off for the night. Okay, just gotta do the stupid detailing for that colored piece, and I am done with the majority of the stinger tail that I don't have enough time to do the entire particle cannon, but we will probably be working on that tomorrow. And clip. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. That is it for the night. We did get the tail and the rear body portion. I will grab that here in a second. So we can get at least a comparison of how big this guy's going to be getting soon enough. Get kind of a good idea of how big this thing's going to be. Oh yeah, that's getting bigger. That thing's getting huge. With every part that I put on. That thing's getting massive. But as always, I am actually out of time for tonight. You didn't get as far as I thought, but at least the rear portion and the tail are finished up. Needs the condensing caps, but we'll get those later. But it looks good so far. We're getting close to getting this thing done onto the claws and to the legs, but it goes slowly because we want to get it as detailed and looking as good as possible. But thank you everyone for watching. I'll see everyone tomorrow night. Thank you, and as always, bye-bye.